Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into win this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hello, Nauticals.
He's not here.
Who's that over there? He's my side guy. Oh, I put the wrong title in. Oops.
No, you didn't.
Well, I said that Nautical Nurse Nancy and Anthony, and then I have Anthony. So I am both of us, and you're just Anthony. Hello, Nauticals.
Hello, everybody.
Happy Cruise Day Tuesday. Guess where Anthony is? He went to Florida.
Yep, I am down in the destination right now on a scheduled maintenance dealie. So,
yeah. So let's say hello to some of the people.
hello to some of the people.
Can you greet the people, my love?
Sure. Do you want me to just kind of start walking through everybody?
Do what you can, because I came into the live unprepared.
Oh.
And I need to be more prepared. So,
all right, here we go. Well, hello, StreamYard. Welcome to coming here. Nautical Nurse Nancy's here. Anthony Simone, the Modigator. Hello, dude. The true Anthony. Jennifer Challen. She's coming. You ready? Guess where I'm at. Bill Leach is here. Hello, Bill. And thank you for the welcome. Marjorie Ambrose. Hello, girl. Good to see you. I think you said something later about a safe, and that's where we store the skeet equipment. Just saying. So hello. Some guy was randomly chatting a bunch of times. I don't know who he is. Brittany Anderson. He's got it's the other Anthony in the chat. Brittany Anderson's here. Hello, Brittany. And going through the list. Let's see here. Z Show Cruise Fun. Hello, Z Show. Sorry, I had a little hard time saying that. Got a little bit too much Mountain Dew on board, maybe. I'm not sure. Could be. Cheryl One Deck Down. Hello. William Hanson Jr. Hello. Good to have you here, sir. Cash Addict Mel Stowe. Mel, haven't talked to you for a bit. Hot minute. So glad you're here. Crazy Cat Travelers here, says meow.
Meow, Crazy Cat Traveler.
Karen Griswold. Hello. How are you doing today? Tess Amon. Whenever I say that, it gets fancy. It's kind of like you got to have your pinky up. Tess Amon.
She is fancy.
I know.
Tess is
I'm
a
just
very
saying.
fancy gal. Thank you for letting me get relief.
Robin Allison is here. Hello, Naughty Crew.
Hi, Robin.
Yeah, Cindy Bridges is here. Hello, Cindy. Vonavi Vacations. Hello, Vonavi. How you doing? Good to see you. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Vonavi is one of our she's one of our girls that comes on the girls cruise. So and we have sailed with her on the Carnival celebration for Thanksgiving. It was very nice for the Sharon at Sea group cruise.
Yes. Kimberly Lovell. Hello, Kimberly. Good to have you here tonight. Karen Griswold is here in the house. Hello, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Let's see here. Destination Fun has made an appearance. Hello, Destination Fun.
Sherry and Danny. Hello, Destination Fun.
Yes.
Anthony, you were warming up the chat, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Just a little bit.
You were saying some interesting comments.
We were talking about deer that were standing in the road. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, scroll back a little bit, you'll see. There's some stuff there.
You got to get your skeet shooting in.
Yeah, well, of course, right? So it wouldn't be a show without that. Let's see here. Did we say hi to Sue O'Connor? I think we did, but hi, Sue.
You can always say hello again because I haven't said hello. Hello,
Mary?
Sue. Hi, sweet Sue.
Yeah, Mary Ellen Dillon. Matt, how are you doing? You're battering down the hatches. Yes, in a sense, the hatches are still open. The bigger question is can we put pontoons on the house? That'll be a bigger question. So we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Try to land any on the house. The roof just got fixed.
Right. Yeah, well, got to work on that and see what we can do here. Let's see here. John V is in the house. Hello, John V.
John.
Good to see you. Just Dave, he is back from his world tour. Going all over the Gulf.
Did he go all over the globe?
The Gulf. So, I mean, that's the world, right?
MSC with his lovely bride. That's awesome. I'm glad that they were able to do that.
Yeah, I am too. Glad he was able to get on it finally because the last night he had some issues with getting on one of them earlier on. Gina Bird is here. Hello, Gina.
Hi, Bird. Hi, Gina and Matt.
Hello, good to see you here. Somebody said, I love this community. Yeah, we do too. Bill Lee said Florida to protect the house. Yeah, actually, it's not so much to protect. This was actually a scheduled event. Like we scheduled this, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? I mean,
at least 3 to 4 months ago.
It's been a while. So we said that, because we get into our busy season during the winter months. And so we tend to try and come down at the beginning of at the end of the school or at the beginning of the school year. And try and at least get some maintenance work done while you can still get stuff
needs
done.
To be fixed up, So it actually is really good timing. I mean, as long as the storm doesn't get too wild, it is pretty good timing because we don't want to have. So we're Airbnb hosts, so we don't want to be hosting somebody during a major storm.
Yeah.
So
and I come down on Tuesdays because Tuesday is our Southwest cheap day. And it's about $150 to $180 difference between that and a Friday or weekend. So might as well come down on a Tuesday because I'm doing it for the business. So a little on the cheap side of it.
Oh, I love this. Tess says, just because I'm fancy. I love that. You are fancy.
Beverly Jedka is here. Hello, Beverly. Good to see you here.
Hello, Beverly.
Will
Mel
G is
said
in the
she
house.
just finally got a night off of work.
Okay, that's cool.
And Jennifer Chatlin. I think I'm caught up to you. Am I caught up to you, honey?
Yeah, all I see is a blue screen from StreamYard, but here you're on my phone just fine. Yeah, well, I would say reboot your TV, but you might want to just exit out and come in again.
Oh, shoot. I wonder.
If you have a Fire TV, I've been noticing some problem on the Fire TVs tonight that the Amazon servers are a little bit behind. So my guess is that with all the hurricane stuff, they're shutting some. No, I don't know what it is. But
well, we're not on StreamYard. We're on YouTube. So we're using StreamYard as a platform, but it shouldn't be streaming through StreamYard.
No. It is YouTube, but I'm just saying if the Fire TVs are having a little bit of problems, I wasn't getting any things in. So I was having some problems with videos tonight. Carl, CMPJ 519 is in the house. Hello, sir.
Hi, Carl.
Good to see you here. Party on the Seas.
Eric, our good friend. Hello, sweet Eric.
Miss you, brother. I miss you.
Beverly. Beverly hopes to join us on the girls' cruise.
Ooh.
So we're hosting the girls' cruise. Sharon and I are hosts, and I'm very, very excited about that. So that Beverly, that would be wonderful. Reach out to Sharon. She is the travel agent. And Jamie from Sharon at Sea is talking about hosting his own boys' cruise. So, I mean, we were talking on their live stream about all the craziness, the belching contest, the loogie contest.
There's all sorts of things.
Off the deck contest, none of that.
Only if there's snow. So let's see, where was I here? Let's see.
You're doing great, honey. Jamie
Wilhite. Mary Ellen Dillon says, Vonavi, it's Firenze jacket weather here. So it might be a little chilly.
It must be on the Firenze, so it must be jacket weather.
Yes. Jamie Wilhite is here. Hello, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Let's see who else we got. Julie Amos. Hello.
Hi, Julie and Matthew and family.
Good to see you. Let's see here. Kind of cruising down through. If you see anybody, baby, or you want to pull something up.
Marjorie Ambroise says, Anthony, be safe. I didn't realize you were in Florida. Stock up on food and flashlights. Do you have flashlights?
They're okay.
Anthony likes his big Larrys, and that is it's a flashlight name. It's not something else. It's a flashlight name.
Let's see here. Actually, and the other thing too is radios, because if you remember the story, we'll get into it a little bit later on tonight because we're going to have some topics about this. But the radio was a very key component to the last time I was down here for Ian. So Dina Hoovers.
Yeah, we're going to talk about prepping for a hurricane. We will do a little bit of hurricane cruising during hurricanes and all of that. I didn't realize
prepper. It's different. Preppy is different.
I didn't realize that Tony from Lalita Loca had the same exact topic. I swear I did not steal his topic.
Did he steal ours?
I think he did. Except that my thumbnail, I'll guarantee my thumbnail.
Let's get him on the phone. We should have.
Mine was out after his. I'll tell you what, but I did not see until I got into his live stream, and then I was like, "Oh, well, that's my topic. Oh well."
Well, we have a little different perspective too because we had a little bit different hit.
Everybody gives a little bit different kind of. We get to, there's a definite difference in the channels.
Travel Adventures with Eric B is in the house. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Eric B. So good to see you.
Thanks
for being on here.
Yes. Let's see here. Who else do we have?
Can everybody hear us okay? Anthony, you sound a little echoey because of being in the big house, but that's okay. No, you need to almost be louder.
Louder. All right. You sure? You want me louder? All right.
Well, you're not very loud, so that in my
Okay.
balancing,
I think I can move
I'm
it up.
having
Hang
some
on.
hearing issues as well, though.
Yeah,
So
maybe, So echo
Tess says,
cancellation.
I just got back from Liberty out of NOLA, got lucky, and the storm didn't shut down the port. Daughters and I had a great time. Yes. When you cruise during this time, you got to be flexible. You have to be flexible. You don't know if the cruise ships, the thing about cruising though, is that you can evade the storm and they can go around the storm.
Or you can go right through it too. That we talked about that before.
You may go to different ports, but definitely, and everybody, I
Especially if
mean,
you
I
go
think
through
a
it.
lot of people know that.
It's kind of like a Wizard of Oz thing. You know,
No, you don't do that.
NTM. All right. Portia Dula is in the house. Hello, Portia.
Hey, Portia. And did you say hello to Dina Hoover?
I did not. Dina.
Hi, Dina.
How did I miss you? Hello.
That's good.
Yes.
We just are trying to say hello to everybody.
Yes.
Oh, Julie has been busy with 10 to 12-hour shifts. Yeah, what's everybody up to in
So
the cruise community? Anybody that is battening down more hatches for the storm other than Anthony? Just, you know what, this is a, type it in if you want to chat. This is a free chat.
So Jamie Wilhite says, hello, Karen Griswold, slow recovery from knee surgery. And Karen responded back to that and said, hopefully it's not the sewing gas pedal knee, right?
Oh, definitely. Hopefully it's not. Jamie, is it your sewing knee?
Yes.
The gas pedal. I love that. Beverly says we're headed up to New Jersey tomorrow, leaving a day early to miss the storm. Important family wedding this Saturday. I hear you. Yes, a lot of actually the flights had flexibility, could change your flights all over without any change fee. Of course, some of the options weren't ideal. I don't know. Anthony, did you look at any of the options you had?
No, I mean, it was okay they weren't going to be canceling the first flights in the morning. That's really what it is. So usually the first flights out, unless there's something drastic, they don't cancel those. It's usually the flights later in the day as things get backed up because of weather. But the first flights out are usually pretty good. So it's a pretty sure thing that you're going to get on a flight as long as there's nothing major happening.
Julie's talking about the girls' cruise. She's going to be on it. I can't wait. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh,
Crazy Cat Traveler says, what stresses me out in a power outage is the fact that one of my cats is large and solid black. Very real tripping hazard. Yeah, at night I can see that.
Your cats are beautiful, Crazy Cat Traveler. You have the most beautiful, beautiful cats in all the world. I'll tell you that.
Mary Ellen said the Firenze inaugural jacket is perfect for early fall weather. Wore it to the last couple of mornings. Ooh la la.
That's what she was talking about.
Oh, she's styling. Mary Ellen is styling in the hood.
She is styling.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Crazy Cat Traveler said, read that comment, baby.
For the Boys Cruise, reminder that Speedos on the Lidos has been copyrighted by Beach Please.
I love that. We don't need a repeat of that.
Yeah.
But we do have Off the Chisel, that is, I think that he's highly related to Kevin Brubaker, but Kevin pretends not to be. Oh my gosh, Tess said, I like my Big Larry too. Tess, we may be talking about different Big Larrys. Anthony's has a magnet that sticks it to the top of a cruise cabin.
Yeah, Party on the Sea says grocery store was wild today. Yeah, Walmart was kind of that way. People were kind of grabbing for the water and the toilet papers. I actually went in and helped a few gals get in there because some of the guys were not being nice. So I just kind of got in there real firmly as a guy would do and said, I'm going to get these for these gals. And I got them some water today at the Wally World because it was a little bit of a.
Was it like a Mad Max?
It was, so, right?
Anthony you traveled today, right? Down to Florida.
Yeah.
And immediately started battening down the hatches, or so to say, like you started prepping. So what did you kind of start thinking about with that?
Yeah, so this prepping is a little different than like if I had been able to be down here for Ian. So Ian, when we were down here, I mean, we could talk about that, but let's talk about this one. So this one here, we're in a tidal surge area. So that's one of the things that we have some concerns about, because supposedly, according to the charts, there's supposed to be a 9-foot over peak tidal swell. We have 9 3/4 feet. That's what our house has. So they're like right on the edge of this one. So
because we are on a canal that goes into the Peace
goes
River,
into
that
the
goes
Peace
into
River,
the Gulf.
right? So yeah, so it's so for me, my thought was is as long as the wind doesn't hit, it shouldn't knock over any power lines. We should be okay that way for the most part. I mean, 60-mile-an-hour winds might knock over a power line here or there, but it's not going to be like massive catastrophic power outage.
But you had to prep as if we might get a power outage, right, baby?
Yeah, to a certain extent, right? So I kept my freezer items to a minimum today, just trying to not buy a lot of freezer items just in the event that power is out. We also do have a generator, so I had to, the gas I had in one of the gas cans was like 2 years old, so I had to get that moved off to something different. So that went into our car, and then I filled the car up for the rest of the way. And
that's another thing, we always have to top the car off now with any little runs, right? Things
right. So
that
every
you
run
don't
that we
think
make
about in a normal situation.
Well, normal for the north, right? So that's one of those things. But they do say in the north, we're supposed to do that with snowstorms. In the event you get stuck, you have heat for a period of time. But most people don't. Yeah. Most people don't think getting stuck in the winter time. I mean, your car might get stuck, but with cell phones now, it's usually not too bad. So you don't have that.
Debbie wants to know, when is it supposed to hit? Stay safe.
So it's supposed to start coming in. So we're going to be, it depends on how this thing is going. So it's pretty wibbly wobbly. Now they're talking about it.
What's the name of this storm? Is it Helene or Helene?
Helena.
I'm not sure if it's Helena.
That's how everybody down here is pronouncing it.
Really, Helena?
Including the Spanish speaking Uber drivers that drove me here. So yes.
Okay. I thought it would be Helene. All right. I kind of like that name.
He was from Cuba, so he was fun to talk to. So he came over 3 years ago. Anyways,
cool.
But yeah, so we're kind of on the lee side of this, which means that we're going to get
Cuba.
Yeah,
we have some friends that are from Cuba that are undertaking their major vacation-a-palooza. So Mercy and Lorenzo are traveling, I think.
Yeah. Vanavi's Vacations here. Hello, and says actually Nancy is quieter for me. And Bone Tired Travelers, y'all sound great. So
well, thank you guys. I can always speak louder.
You can usually hear her on the ship.
Carol says Big Larry's all aglow. Oh my golly.
So the eye of the storm is technically supposed to be on land on Thursday, but that's if it hits Pensacola. They're not quite sure of the winds and the jet stream, which is really what directs this, because there's a shift in the jet stream that's potentially going to happen. But they're saying it's a low likelihood, but it still could. So if the jet stream doesn't hit, if the jet stream doesn't turn it significantly like it's supposed to, then what will happen is that it'll head straight for Tampa. And if it heads straight for Tampa, we're going to be on the outer banks of it. But it will still be on the lee side, which means that we're going to be getting quite a bit of storm surge on the inbound. So for us, storm surge is supposed to hit early tomorrow's Wednesday. So early midday tomorrow, approximately towards 8 p.m. is where the peak is supposed to be. So yeah. So that's kind of what my understanding of what it is.
Is that Thursday? Did you say?
So no, Wednesday, tomorrow, where the storm surge is coming in. Yeah.
Shoot. Well, that's not great.
Well, the storm surge is supposed to be coming in. It's not a wind thing. So that's the bigger concern is the flooding.
Is the flooding?
Yes.
Blasted flooding. Tess says it's difficult not to cruise during hurricane season. It seriously is it's a big spread of time, right? It's most of the months. I mean that.
Yeah.
But I mean the Jason months. That's a lot of time. June, July, August, September, October, November. That's half the year.
Right. Tony G 1975. Hello. My power banks and electronics are fully charged and all yard furniture is inside. Helena is going to be a ride. Tony G, where are you at? Are you up near the Tampa area or up in Pensacola? I'm not sure.
Thank you everybody for your feedback with the sound. I was completely wrong. I think I had my sound down on my machine, so it was my bad. So Tess says, I've had more issues flying from Florida to Arkansas or Arkansas when there was now up north in January and February. So flying into Florida. How was your flight this morning, Anthony?
It was good. They said it was going to be pretty rough. We had just a little bit of turbulence, but it really wasn't bad to Atlanta. And then Atlanta into Florida, we only had a little bobble as we were coming down in for the landing. So it was just in that transition zone.
Okay, so not terrible, but you got searched?
Yeah. So I brought down a large shopping bag full of miscellaneous hardware, and they ran it through for the house. And one of the things I need to replace is we're having a problem with one of our electronic locks. So I have a spare here that I brought with me. And when you look, he shows me on the screen, and I'm looking at him going, that looks like it could be a weapon, but it's not. It's a door. It's a door handle. And he's like, it's not a door handle. And he called over the sheriff because he was concerned it was going to be a gun. And then he opens up the box. He goes, it's a door handle. I said, yeah, I know. That's what it is.
And that bag had so many things in it. So it's like one of these insulated grocery bags, not a normal standard bag.
Well, we're going to be shifting. We've talked a little bit about this house. So we're going to be shifting. We've been stocking this house so that we could take a cruise out of here like now. Right. So we have 50% of our cruise stuff here and 50% of our cruise stuff up in Wisconsin. The problem is
we have more cruise stuff down there, and we've decided that it makes it. Yeah, go ahead.
It makes it difficult because you don't know what you have until you get down here, and then you can forget stuff. So we would actually kind of want to go back to the whole travel with that type of stuff, and then if we're down in this area,
keep all of our cruise stuff in one location, which
we'll just have basic essentials. So if I have to fly down here, I have at least enough clothes for a few days, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just the basics. So we're going to be shifting. So we're not bringing down a lot of luggage. So
we're actually going to reshift everything back up north. So we're in the process of that whole thing. Brittany says, I'm in Pensacola and I think I should be okay. Brittany, definitely stay safe, and your husband. If I didn't feel comfortable with staying for this one, I could have found a place away from it in an unknown place called my mom's house. I love that. Oh my God.
Julie Amos says, no storm here in California. It's been hot.
I think the eye of the storm is supposed to go to the land on Thursday. That's what I had thought, but
the eye of the storm is, but the storm surge is that outside edge, right? And especially on the leeward side, as it's spinning or up and around, it's pushing it pushes
but if
that.
You're on the periphery of it, then you're getting the winds. That's the weird thing. Oh, Crazy Cat Traveler has 80s today, 61 tomorrow. We up here just went through that, and I think we said goodbye to our 80-degree weather up here. That's for sure in Wisconsin.
Destination Fun is charging your power banks tonight, so yes.
Good. How you have enough power banks, Anthony?
I have enough for a while, yeah. And then we've got the generator and stuff.
There's
Sharon and
Sharon
Sea
and
Travel is in.
Steve. Oh my
Hello.
gosh. Hey, you know what? These guys are the experts of shoe salesmanship. So they're now they are now great backers of the Skechers brand. And I believe that they're getting a little bit of a kickback from supporting Skechers slide-in shoes. And that's what I catch from their show anyhow. I love their conversation. Shoes are essential and an essential part of cruising, aren't they? You have to have comfortable shoes. So we enjoyed the conversation of Skechers versus the more expensive brands versus some of the other brands. I loved it. It was fun. It was a fun live stream, you guys. So
Sue O'Connor said, I constantly set off the alarm when I'm going through security because of all the hardware in my shoulder and arm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
sorry to hear that.
Crazy. Oh, Mel, I cannot wait for my first girls cruise with you. Woohoo! Sue is leaving for in 32 days for on the Carnival Firenze for a Halloween cruise. Oh, you know, even though it's hurricane season and all of these things that you have to be flexible. Cruising during a Halloween time, it's a ton of fun. So looking forward to that on the girls cruise next year. If you gals haven't, join us. It's just so much fun. It's gonna be in October on the Carnival Freedom. That's my little plug. Reach out to Sharon at Sea Travel, Sharon at Sea at gmail.com.
So
all right.
Tessa Mon says that Sharon at Sea Travel, are your socks matching your shoes today? Tony's weren't, LOL. And then Brittany Anderson says, my mom's house is where I'd go for evacuationing. I would actually say evacuationing.
Evacationing.
Right. Let mom cook for you a little bit.
I think that's what she was getting at. Lindy Lou. Hello, Lindy Lou. Hello, Lindy Lou and Mr. Z. We just got two new tuxedo baby kittens. Oh my gosh. They're adorable, so adorable, and really brightening my day to help me get well. Still really, really weak. Oh, Lindy Lou. Oh, prayers for you. And for everybody who's healing and going through things. I know Wendy Johnstone has been healing, as well as our wonderful Timothy Walters, Jamie Wilhite, lots of people in the cruise family needing extra prayer for healing, and prayers for the people down in Florida during this time too. No Ship Sherlock.
Hello.
Is here.
Hello.
He says prepared on the central east coast of Florida, as we have tropical storm warning. Shouldn't be bad. So he's not too concerned. Well, I have a flight tomorrow to go spend some time in the Florida home too. I don't know how this is going to go, but I am going to, hopefully I won't be stranded in St. Louis. But we won't be at the Wisconsin location for our live stream next week. That's for sure.
Well, let's continue on talking about some of the preparations that we're kind of planning for.
Yeah, Tess saves up milk jugs. She adds that to all her other jugs that she saves up.
Yeah, and that is a good way to deal with it. Our water here is not the best. So I would rather get some store water. Once we get the new street coming on the outside, it would be much better. But for right now, that's just not, it's not a great, we don't have the best, inbound water right now. So we do use a lot, we have filters and other things like that, but if the water's down, it's down.
If the power's down?
Yeah.
If the water is down.
If the water is down, so they do have separate systems to keep the water supply going. But the problem is that, with the winds and stuff, it actually can cause breaks in some of the areas. So that is it's a concern, especially with electricity going down in areas. They want to shut the water off so that it's not there's not a possibility of that crossing, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. They made some excuse like that last time we were down here. But yeah, we're not too concerned about the wind.
Doing okay with the water.
Yeah, we're not so much concerned about the wind. We're concerned about water. But I still do have things like, a jar of peanut butter and some bread. I mean, it's an easy enough thing just in the event you need it, or some instant oatmeal. It's just a meal to be able to have propane for the barbecue grill, right? So
a few canned goods.
Yeah. I don't have any canned goods this time.
We do. We do have canned goods in our storage. We do.
We do have some. We do have some in there, but I didn't get any this time. Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Tony G says, personally, if the internet goes down, it equals a day off work. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, kind of for me. So I actually have stores of stuff on my laptop. I can still continue doing work, but yes, I agree.
Together we travel. Thank you for being here. And yeah, Sue says storing up the jugs is a great idea, saying to Tess, so that milk jugs of water, so she doesn't need to go get water at the, she just has them already stored up. And yeah, Tampa is supposed to be hit for the storm surge.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of it right here.
Ian was supposed to get go up to Tampa, and it hit
went right across our house. So yeah, so for those who are maybe new and didn't hear the story last time, we did get hit by Ian directly. I actually have video footage of the eye of the storm crossing the house itself. The cameras on the house actually remained, because I have a battery backup. I have 2 battery backup units on the house, and the battery backup kept the cameras rolling for about 6 hours. And so we caught a lot of the wind. I got the.
It was pretty interesting to watch that. That's for sure. Yeah.
I got video of our former canoe that we had being launched. Literally took off like a rocket ship.
When we never have seen the canoe again. It's so sad. Tess said public service a mountain while the pandemic has subsided. C is still out there. That would be Diva C.
Yeah.
The COVID. 2 of my group of 11 came home with it when she had just returned from a cruise. So sorry to hear that, Jeff.
Tony G, yeah. So when Ian came, you said flush your toilet with water from the pool. I have the sump pump in the pool ready to prevent overflow. Yeah, I mean that is a problem. So for us, if my pool gets overflowed, the house is wet. That's just going to be how it is. So but last time when Ian came through, it actually dumped so much junk into the pool that it took me about 3 days to get it cleaned out, where I could start using the water for that type of thing. Otherwise, there's just too many leaves.
The grill was on the bottom of the pool.
The grill was on the bottom of the pool, exactly. So
but it's nice that we're down there. It's that you're down there, so we can really pull.
Yeah, so I can shut up the shutters. I can take in equipment. I can get stuff out of the way. I can keep an eye on things so if things start to go a little bit. One of the things I learned from Ian. So everybody who's in the hurricane path, if you have a pool cage where you have the fence, the screening around your pool. Take your doors to your pool, your outside doors, and crack it with how you open it up and you can put that little slider on there to keep the door open just a little bit. Put those on your door and then lash them down so that they don't open up. But keep a gap in there, because what that happens is that the water hits the outside of that mesh, and it creates a fabric where the wind will sit there and rip it apart. And some people down here just down the road did that, and during Ian, they didn't lose their screenings on their pool.
No,
I did, and a lot of other people did.
If a neighbor passes gas, the electricity goes off. So I wanted to include a little conversation for the people here that we can kind of keep including the people in the conversation, if possible. Is that okay, honey?
Yes. Yeah.
So Beverly Judka says the East Coast is not supposed to get the brunt of the storm, just the outer bands. That usually means windy and rainy. Yeah. So it goes between going to from a tropical storm, and then there's all this, panic about it being a hurricane. And I used to up till Ian, I used to think, they're just making a big deal out of it. And then Ian hit, and you saw the devastation that could happen. And so it's like, maybe not poo-pooing it, no panic needed, but, and I think we'll be, I think we'll be safe. I don't think this is like Ian, size, right, honey?
Right. It's not, at least at this point, but it could. It depends upon the heat that it picks up. They're saying it's going to be over 100, so we'll see. Tony G.
It's Helene. I think it's Helene.
They're saying Helena down here, so I don't know. Maybe Fort Myers is different, right? The Naples, Fort Myers.
Floridian says Tess, no A at the end. Shaking my head. Well, they're saying Helena because the
Spanish
E at the end would sound like an A almost. Helena.
Yeah. Tony G 1975 says, thanks, Anthony. I wondered what to do with the screen.
Scotty, I'm ready here. We get it Thursday, says Scott McNeil. I love it. Oh, Beverly is saying good night. Good night, Beverly.
Good night, Beverly.
All right. Everybody's talking about, Wendy. Praying for you, girl. Just get so much better. Get to feeling better every single day. Wendy Johnstone. Good to see you in the chat here. We're talking about the storm. Anthony's obviously down in Florida. But thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly Lovell says, praying for your safety. And I love how everybody's saying hi to everybody else. Alan with the Y saying hi. Hi, Alan. I'm sorry. Alan. It's a little hard to have the back and forth banter when Anthony's not here for me to poke.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep. No, don't say snow. Tess, you said a 4-letter word. La, 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 la. No, we did say snow. Okay, we're getting caught up in the chat here. Tony G said mid-east coast, Florida. So gonna just dodge the tornadoes, he says. I love that. All right, we're just getting caught up. Brittany says she's been fairly accurate with her feelings on her predictions of the storms lately. So maybe, Brittany, maybe you should tell us, how severe do you think this is going to be? She thinks it's going to be okay. She doesn't need to retreat to her mom's place yet, I don't think. So Tess had a panic whistle on a keychain that a guy thought was a bullet one time. Took him 20 minutes or more to find it after seeing it on X-ray. Annoying, but safety first. Yeah. Anthony has a bullet story.
Yeah, I ended up, after we went camping and I was doing some pistol shooting. That's when I was in my pistol shooting phase. So we were doing a pistol competition up at the camp and lost one of my clips. Couldn't find it. When we got back, I was like, I lost it because I keep a count of them. And I was down one. I had 11 instead of 12. And so the very next day, I was supposed to head down to Washington, D.C. during the same day, fly down in the morning, attend a conference at the USPS Postal Building, and then come, because I was on the technology conference for a while, and then come back from that same night. So it was a one-day shot into D.C., and I walk in just with my bag, and I walk in, throw it on because I thought just my computer was in there, and all of a sudden, here's that clip. all full of rounds. So
how many rounds is in a clip?
That one had 14.
You almost got arrested for that one.
Well, I technically was arrested, but it was what they call a delayed adjudication. If I kept my nose clean for 7 years, then I wouldn't have anything.
So now you're very careful. No knives, no, bullets, no extra anything. Yes. You can't be too careful, especially
Karen Griswold. Going postal, they thought. Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
So I was going to be down in DC for a one-day thing. So that also looked suspicious, right?
That's crazy. For a USPS of all things, too. Oh my gosh. Scott is in Panama City Beach. We have the Weather Channel here. So, how many of you guys have actually cruised during a hurricane when, and had to have rerouting during a hurricane? Sherry, awesome sunsets in the house. Hello, Sherry.
Or have you been in a resort with a hurricane that went through?
Yeah, or lived through the hurricane coming through, like lived through Hurricane Ian. Share your experiences with you. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting caught up to the chat. I think Anthony is way beyond, way down at the bottom. But shoot. Oh, Wendy says, "Oh shoot. I didn't say hi. Hi, Sharon at Sea Travel." That's awesome. I love it. Yep.
Does whatever kept us out of Bermuda count? Asked Crazy Cat Traveler.
Hey, there's somebody in the chat that doesn't always get to come to the live.
Cruisers.
Hey, sweet bestie. I miss you so much. I can't wait to see your face again next time we cruise. I think, man, when are we cruising? In December. We get to cruise with Sarah and Bob in December. Oh, so exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Slinky Eagle King went through a tropical storm on a ship. What was that like?
Oh.
Slinky?
Yeah, wavy or not, because a lot of people are afraid of traveling and cruising during a tropical storm. We've never had issues. I mean, other than just a little wavy, but not like the big waves. They can usually scoot around those storms, right? I mean, they have pretty good radar.
So we were actually in Cancun, right?
We were in Cancun
for Hurricane Zeta.
Yes. And it was a big deal. We got locked in our rooms, and it was a big storm.
So I haven't seen them in the chat tonight, but so Life is Good Today was there with us, and I will always
Sarah
remember.
And Bob were there as well.
Well, there's a lot of people that were, but
Ronnie and Elma.
What Elma said still sticks with me to this day. So the doors had this gap on the bottom of them, and so when the hurricane came through, you heard this howling. And she says, at one point, she says, "It sounds like cats mating outside."
Yeah, no, it sounds like cats in heat.
Cats in heat, yeah.
Cats in heat. Oh, that's really what it did.
Because she's right, it did.
You could hear the winds was like howling. That was a experience. I was so disappointed because I so wanted to have a sleepover. They had all these cots set out for us, a whole huge room of cots, and I wanted to sleep there, but we didn't get to sleep there. We had to sleep in our beds in the regular rooms. We were just all closed into the rooms, although some of us were rebels and we went out and went exploring and then came back just to see what the winds were doing. Anthony Simone in the house. Hey, Anthony, so good to see you.
So Mary Ellen Dillon says, not in the south during a hurricane, but up in hurricanes and nor'easters. Robin Allison said, sailed from Bermuda to Philadelphia port. Quite a while ago on a nor'easter, the ocean was wild.
Oh, wow. Going back to the shoe topic, Wendy Johnstone says, I think a good name for a shoe with arch support would be Archie. I love that. And Portia Doula's on the girls' cruise. Okay, I know we got
Julie Amos, we've been lucky with no hurricane trouble, but we get earthquakes. First time travel without Matthew. He experienced an earthquake at home alone.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Holy moly.
Party on the sea. I cruise during hurricane season every year. I got to get a ship for my birthday. No issues yet. Crazy Cat Traveler. Tessa Mon, she says, no, but I live in a state that can get tsunamis. So if there's a big enough earthquake in Asia, yeah, that's a California thing.
Look at this. Sue O'Connor says, if you're stranded in St. Louis, Nancy, let me know. I will take care of you. Sue, you are amazing. Thank you. I will keep that in my brain. Thank you very much.
Carl says 3 or 4 cruises during hurricane season, only 1 rerouted, extra day at sea. Ooh, that's well. If you extra day of cruise, Carl, or extra day at sea. I think it's extra day at sea. Go ahead.
I got all kinds of new of offers. The test says if you get stuck in St. Louis, rent a car and come see me. I love it. You never know how crazy it's gonna go.
Mel Stowe says, I lived in Pensacola during Hurricane Ivan. My 30-minute drive to work turned into a 2-hour drive to work. No power for 3 weeks at home. Only generator at work for 2 weeks.
Oh, Hurricane Ian was crazy, just crazy. I think it's Hurricane Ian he meant. Button is here. How we cruise, saying hello. Just talked to Julie. So Julie's on Symphony of the Seas for Autism at Sea. So she volunteers. Talk about an amazing.
Is that a new ship?
Symphony of the Seas.
Yeah.
And it's a program called Autism at Sea.
Oh,
so
I thought you said Autism of the Sea.
No.
Okay. I was confused. It's just a tune of the sea thing.
It's not something to poke fun at, Anthony Thomas.
No, it's just, I mean, I'm just curious because you never know what they're going to name it next.
Well, I mean, that would be.
I know. I'm
nothing
just
wrong
saying.
with autism. Nothing wrong with having a ship named Autism either. So,
no. Carla McClendon, I've lived through plenty of hurricanes.
Myself dug in.
Carla McClendon, I lived through plenty of hurricanes, especially the 2004 B to B to B to B storms. Yeah, they were back to back in 2004.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah. Do you have sulfur water down there? And Carla wants to know, Anthony.
It's not so. It's kind of sulfury. It just is more city-ish, metallic-y type of water. It's kind of weird.
Thank you, Sherry. Awesome sunsets for prayers for our Florida home. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Mary Ellen Dillon said we got rerouted a couple weeks ago on our way back from Bermuda to New York City. Go ahead.
Well, that's normal because, Bermuda. Not really. It's not really all that normal to be rerouted, but for us it was, and for evidently.
Slinky says, "LOL, cats in heat." LOL.
That's how it sounded.
Alma was so funny about that.
Screeching. The wind was making it screech. Tess says, "I have so many jars of soup, peanut butter, and other staples I got during sales after that whole debacle post-COVID. Do you remember the toilet paper shortages?" Oh my gosh, I need to make some peanut butter cookies. We made some, Hannah and I made some pumpkin cookies the other day. Let me tell you, when you're making pumpkin cookies, you got to squeeze all the extra moisture, the water out of the pumpkin. And you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And it gets to almost it almost feels like Play-Doh, the pumpkin filling feels like. And then you can make the cookies, and they were really good. They're all gone. They're so good. Weren't they good, honey? The pumpkin cookies?
Yeah, they were very good. They were very good.
They were delicious.
Yeah. There's some talk in the chat about earthquakes. Yes.
Go ahead, honey.
Slinky says, after our last hurricane, we now have Starlink for our house so we could work from home. Already got the whole house, Jeannie.
Oh, man. Oh, see, Slinky, did you read this one with Slinky?
Yeah.
I lost track of all of it.
She lives right near the Texas Gulf, so she gets a lot of hurricanes over there.
Me in a hurricane, plus your freezer works better. Also freeze water bottles. So that's all good idea. That's not a bad idea for keeping your cold stuff. You should pop some water bottles in the freezer.
They already have some in, and we're going to have more.
Well, look at you, la-ti-da. Has anybody flown with frozen water bottles? You can get, evidently, my one of my coworkers swears by it. She says that you can get them onto the plane. You just take a water bottle, freeze it. It'll go through security just fine because it's a solid, not a liquid. And then you can drink it as it melts. I don't know.
Carl said that he did get an extra day at sea. 7 days turned into an 8 day.
Oh, that other
Nancy
storm.
hopes for that. That's one of her dreams.
That is one of my dreams, to be stuck
It's one of her
on a
bucket
cruise
list
ship.
items.
I know, but then you got to think of the rearranging of the flights and the plans. But extra day, I would take an extra day on a cruise ship. Richard, our friend Richard, had been stuck on Margaritaville at sea that extra day, so that he got an extra bonus, like it doubled his cruise time.
Tess says, I can't get to the airport without a bottle of water melting most months of the year. Yeah, I'll bet if it's not frozen, it just actually turns into steam, right?
So Brian says, Julie, thanks you for the shout out. Seriously, Julie and Brian are amazing people. There's so many people in this cruise community that are amazing. And Sharon, speaking of, I was thinking how very blessed I am to be kind of adopted by the Sharon at Sea family. They're always so encouraging, and I just really, when they mention me in their live stream and always are thanking me for being there, I want to be that kind of person as well. So much love to the Mod Squad. Our Mod Squad, Derek and Gregory, are out on a cruise, not in the Caribbean, but on the other side. They're on a Mexican Riviera cruise, and evidently it sounds like they're just having an amazing time. So I am rooting for Derek and Gregory, and just excited that part of our moderators are out at sea. And much appreciation to Anthony Simone, because you know what, you are so diligent and such a great moderator. I really appreciate you.
Makes it seem easy. Makes it seem easy.
He does such a good job. Let's see, did you read Cat Calico's comment, honey?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Cat said, grew up in Miami. Luckily, we were at a wedding when Hurricane Andrew hit. Plenty of the minor storms, but no major ones when she got through. So I love hearing other people's stories, as well as, kind of the interactions. So, oh my gosh. Crazy Cat Traveler says, I wouldn't have any idea what to do for a tornado, earthquake.
Yes.
Earthquake, yes. Tornado, no. My kids have kind of nightmares, because one time, only like a handful, maybe just like 1, 2, 3 maybe times that we've had tornado warnings where we took the whole family to the basement when it got where the sky was green, and it was like
we could hear some noises.
Maybe we should.
Wasn't like down. Cats in heat, but it was still noises.
The winds were picking up, and now they kind of have this terror of the tornadoes.
One of the things you don't want to yell out your door, though, when it's tornado season, is, Auntie M, it's a twister, because it will hit you. So I'm just saying.
Oh boy. Oh dear. That's, the Wizard of Oz. They showed that not long ago in Oconomowoc.
Yep.
But well, yeah, Crazy Cat Traveler is fully expecting another volcanic eruption. Mount Hood will blow if I'm visiting family in Portland. if here, it'll be Rainier. Oh, Mount Rainier is beautiful, though. Yes. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous. It reminds me of the Japanese mountain, the volcano in Japan.
Fuji.
Mount Fuji, that one. That's what Mount Rainier kind of reminds me of. It's the so same beautiful.
As the camera photo stuff.
Yeah, so gorgeous. Oh, Tess said, I accidentally did take 2 bottles of water through the ship terminal last week. They didn't say a word. Could have been rum. Oh, Tess, look at you. Was it rum though? Was it rum?
Kimberly Lowell says, love that song.
Lowell.
Every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah. Right.
That's. Do you remember? Oh, do you remember? Kind of singing that song. Every little thing's gonna be all right.
Every little thing gonna be all right.
During the close down, and here we are talking about storms. And yeah, that green sky will wake you up. All right, you guys, I really appreciate you guys all being here because
really appreciated the time with you
a folks. Great chat.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will not blow away. And hopefully we will be coming to you next week from a whole different location. And much
one last
love.
comment. Tessa Mon summed it up well. So what we learned here, Mother Nature is a strong, independent woman, and you can't escape her wrath.
She's joyful at times, but she's got a little
it's a great comment.
I love it. Oh, all right, you guys. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. And I got to cue the ending. Bye. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now.